Welcome to the third part of our Citadels video series. I'm Juergen Reusswig from Distillery. Last time we looked at castle building. Today we're heading into battle ourselves. I'm going to show you which units you can build, and we'll be sending an army to war. Have fun watching. Once I've built up my economy and secured my settlement, it's time to start thinking about going on the offensive myself and to start recruiting defensive units. Citadels has a wealth of units and siege weaponry available for that. As for military buildings, to start with, we have the barracks for swordsmen or foot soldiers. We have the training area for the archers. There are stables where I can build mounted units. And there's the workshop, where I can build bigger siege weaponry. As with the economy and defenses, I can unlock more and stronger units by upgrading the town hall. When it comes to units, workers go to the training camp and are turned into or trained up as soldiers there. In my military buildings, I can now produce the available military units. At the moment, these are the normal swordsmen. The first archer, a mounted soldier, a catapult, and a ballista. I also have to use workers as resources here and send them into training to be trained up as soldiers. In Citadels, there are swordsmen as foot soldiers in various levels of quality and training. There are archers and longbowmen, arbalists with greater penetration power. There are mounted units, knights who go to war on horseback. And as for siege weaponry, to start with, we have a catapult in several quality levels. There are ballistas that fire powerful arrows. In addition, there's a trebuchet, an extremely powerful weapon, but one which needs to be built on site. Additionally, to help me conquer enemy fortresses, I can produce ladder carriers and siege towers on which I can station units, which I then wheel up to the enemy's walls and thus invade the enemy castle. And so I can build an offensive army to suit my mission objective, to destroy the enemy on the map. We've paid especially close attention to the differences in the visual impacts of the various units. There will also be missions that are carried out in darkness or at night. Higher level units shoot, for example, flame projectiles and fire arrows, and this looks particularly impressive at night. So once I've positioned my army ready to attack the enemy, I can let it rip. As a general rule, it's a good idea to destroy any outlying production chains first, and then to attack the main fortress. And now I can concentrate on attacking the main castle, which is very heavily fortified indeed. So I'll start by sending in the siege weapons first, try and get them in place, and then I'll send in the foot soldiers. With regard to mission variety, this is of course a strategy game with a strong focus on battles. Of course, there will be a lot of classic missions where I have to build a settlement, try to position my defenses as well as possible, and then either defend myself against the enemy or go out and attack and destroy an opponent myself. But there are also interesting missions, for example, a scouting mission, in which I have to find an important item, then break through to a friendly village, which then joins me in my quest. From there, I then continue to expand my resources and strengthen my army, before finally going on to conquer the enemy on the map. There's also a mission, for example, where the water level plays an important role. In this mission, I have to build my armies and time the whole thing so that I can ferry my army across at low tide in order to attack and eventually annihilate the enemy. That was the third part of our Citadels video series. I hope you enjoyed it. Next time, we want to show you a few more special features of Citadels. It'd be great if you'd tune in again. See you soon.